Hello to all and welcome to my Friends of the Library book haul. So our public library twice a year holds an annual book sale, and it is an entire building full of books. They will have a fill-a-box for $6 sale, and they provide you with the box, and they are this size box. And you fill that box up with as many books as you can for $6. And last year, I believe I had 5 boxes. This year, I did really well and only came home with 2 boxes because last year it was over 70 books and I still haven't got to them all. So that is why I did a little less this year. I'm going to kind of speed through these just because there are so many, but just to give you an idea, I'm going to go ahead and clip to this. I just have a couple clips from the sale and I'm going to insert that now. It is the annual Friends of the Library fill-a-box for $6 sale that I have been waiting on for a year. I go every year. I love it. I'm waiting for my niece. She is gonna get in the car with me and we're gonna head on over. Parking's pretty limited, so we're gonna ride together, but they give you the boxes and you get as many books in there you want to for $6. Let's go. All right, it is this just little building, but it is full of books. And they're gonna give us our box when we walk in the door. I did so incredibly better. Only 2 boxes. And my niece only got 1. So, we'll go through those in a bit. So, first book up is Unbroken. I have already read this, and if it sounds familiar, yes, a movie was made based on the book. And it is amazing. Everybody needs to read this book. This book just basically shows you what the human body can endure, and it is amazing. I'm not even going to go into details other than the fact that this runner ended up having to go to war, and he ended up basically on a raft after crash landing in the ocean. And him and 2 other guys survived the actual crash and were on this raft for 44 days, I think it was. And then they were captured by the Japanese. And I'm going to stop there. It is a very emotional book, but it is a very heartfelt book. And the author did a wonderful job. Anyway, I've read the book, but it was a paperback, and I prefer hardbacks. So I just wanted to have a hardback for my collection. And this is going to be, even though the book sale was 3 days ago, I've already forgotten everything that I have gotten. So some of this is going to be a total, oh my goodness, I can't even finish a sentence. I'm so excited. I'm opening books. Some of this is going to be almost like a total shock because I was having to rush like the last 15 minutes. So I totally forgot what I even got. Oh, look at that cover. You've seen the inside. Oh, I cannot wait to, oh, look how beautiful that is. Wonderful, wonderful book to decorate with. And this is going to be one of the, I'm going to say it's going to be one of the first reads, but who knows? Oh, yes. The Woman Behind Little Women. Now, again, I prefer hardbacks, but sometimes if this is the only thing available, then this is what I'm getting. Wow. So when was this book? Copyright, let's see, 2009. And this is in a fresh, modern take on the remarkable Louisa May Alcott. Yes, ma'am. Modern. Let's see. Oh, check it out. Now this one does have a little damage to it, but I adore older books. They just don't make them like this anymore. And just something, it just smells like an old library. Oh my goodness. And this, actually the pages are in really good shape. I love it when they have the little ribbon in here as the bookmark. And again, I said I'm going through quickly. Oh, Franklin's autobiography. Ooh, have y'all read this? Look at that. Oh my goodness, if y'all could just smell this. So 1916, and look at the condition. It is wonderful condition. I cannot wait to read this. Oh. All right, let's see. Normally, I do not like to get the ones that have the library stamp here and still has this and has the plastic covering, but The Lives of Margaret Fuller, a biography. I just really wanted to read this book. So I ended up having to get it anyway, even though it's marked up and, yeah. Okay, oh, turning 50 personal celebrations, and I basically got this for a friend of mine because in a few years she will be 50, so I'm actually going to keep this into her 50th birthday and just kind of give it to her. You know, she'll know that it's used, obviously, but I'll kind of put it in her gift bag. I like little books like this. And yes, I am actually going to read it before I give it to her. Ooh, look at this. Now, it does have some damage on the back. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, the exact same thing. And, it's amazing. Okay, look at these maps. Look at this illustration. And this is the King Penguin Books. And 1627. Wow. And it was actually published in 1951 is when this was published. But it was based off of the 40 plates from John Speed's Pocket Atlas of 1627. Oh, just one of those little quick reads and a wonderful book to decorate with. And let's see, these three, I have never read anything by Charles Finch. Let me know if you have. Now, I want to mention that things are very picked over by the time the fill-a box day comes up. So just the fact that I got 3 different books by the same author is pretty good. So please let me know if you have read The Laws of Murder. Oops. The Inheritance, or Home by Nightfall. And the September Society is also by him. I, again, grabbed it just because they did not have any hardbacks in this book. And let's see. In the small hours of the morning, one fall day in 1866, a frantic widow visits Detective Charles Lennox. Lady Annabelle's problem is simple. Her beloved son George has vanished from his room at Oxford. Oh yeah. I needed to read no more. And let's see. And again, this was another match. Well, there's 3. So I got these 2 along with the one you've already seen. This one was damaged. These 2 are not. Just a tad bit, a little watermark there. But this one we have William Shakespeare. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, so these are, oh, that's like Bible pages. that is what that feels like. Now, let's see. I think I already told you the first one. No, this is the one I could not find the copyright date. Yeah, because they just go straight into the volume. Yeah. I guess I'm going to have to do a little research to find out the copyright on these. And what do we... Ooh, Sherlock Holmes, A Study in Scarlet and the Sign of Four. So this is a Literary Classics Department 56. Now, does that sound familiar to some of y'all? Department 56? Like, they do Christmas villages. Like, the little, actual little villages. Like houses and banks and movie theaters and that type of thing. And so I thought this was... I didn't know that Department 56 actually put out books. So that is one of the reasons I definitely had to have this. And this copyright is what? And actually they're saying it's an arrangement with the Division of Random House. So that's who put it out. And you've got to be kidding me. What is with this? I like copyright dates. And I'm not getting any. This is sad. But it's still going to be a good read. And right now, as you can see, I was in the older section. We're going to get to little newer books in a second. So this is Charles Dickens, a biography from New Sources by Ralph Strauss. Strauss. Ooh. Oh, see, these are the ends. I love these. I love these little illustrations, these old illustrations. Oh, great. So this book, see, they always put the picture right here, and then this page always looks like that. Let's see if this is going to give me my copyright. 1928. Thank you. Printed in the United States of America. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I'm definitely going to wait until December to read this one, just because it's Charles Dickens. And what else do we have? Churchill, taken from the diaries of Lord Morn. Can you believe it? I can't believe I found this. So, this is a first American edition, first printing of 1966. And it is some yellowing up here. But other than that, the pages are in great condition, which make me very happy. And Mary Lincoln, Wife and Widow by Carl Sandburg. Reason I got this one, number one, I like anything to do with the Lincoln family. And what is this one? 1932 is when the book, original book, was first published. Carl Sandburg. I live about 20 minutes from his last home. Yes, by the Carl Sandburg house. So he was basically a big follower, writer, researcher of Abraham Lincoln. And then he was a pretty good poet too. And the Lincoln Reader. Now, let's see what they out. Ooh, now, I love this. Look at that. So that inscription was from March of 1947. And this book was copyright 1947. So that is the first box. Second box, Ridley Pearson, Killer Summer. Like I said, brought these home Saturday afternoon, and by Sunday evening, I had finished this book. So I have already read this book. And what's funny is it is large print, so it's actually not really that big. I had got it because I thought my father-in-law would enjoy it just by reading the jacket. In Killer Summer, Ridley Pearson takes us back to the high-stakes world of the wealthy and connected, just in time for Sun Valley's annual wine auction. And then they go on to say that, blah, 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 world's best wines, including 3 bottles said to have been a gift from Thomas Jefferson to John Adams. Anyway, thought my father-in-law would like this book. I'm glad I read it first. I don't think the book was for him, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. It was written more, it was very simplistic. I could definitely, easy read for high schoolers, even though it is an adult book. It's just a very simple read. Okay. Why did I get this one? Let's see. When Amy Hawkins, a young .com executive from California who has made her fortune at the top of the NASDAQ, overhears a pair of elderly and thus much wiser socialites. Why did I get this book? I'm not sure. Ooh. Glad no buzzers went off. I'll have to think about this one. Have you read anything by Diane Johnson? Cover is whimsical. Let's go on. Ooh, Mary Hall. And, check this out. Look at this. I wish I could just, take these pages and frame them. The Winter Ghost, I figured my mother would really like this. She likes anything that has to do with ghost or those types of little mysteries. Oh, I had to get this Jane Austen's little instruction book. And Life's Extra. I love these little simple pocket books. Ooh. Again, people wrote in there. See, a lot of these comes from people, the relatives of people that have passed away, that they just get rid of all their books. So there's people's names actually all in these. Okay, I'm going to speed this up for you guys. And The Song of Hartgrove Hall. Anybody read this one? Anybody? Rarely does a novel capture both heart and mind. Ooh. And The Pickup Artist by Terry Bison. And, okay. So Frank Lloyd Wright's Glass Designs. This is going in my husband's stocking, by the way. I just realized how long it's taken me to do this. When I started, it was light outside and now it's dark. Wow. 100 things I'm not going to do now that I'm over 50, to the friend. And this one, and Magic Life, a novel of a Southern family. Okay, that got my attention right there. I love to read about Southern families. Can you tell by my accent? I live in the South. Oh, look at this. The Story of 100 Operas. And, wow, this has an inscription from Christmas 1939. And my in-laws love the opera. 1913 is the copyright. So I thought this would just be a cute little Christmas present. Oh, wow, 1913. Tales of a Grandfather. Again, great decorating book. Oh, and I do read the books that I keep saying great decorating books, but I do read them, by the way, just to let you know. Some of these you gotta be. So this is a history of Scotland from early times to the Union of the Parliaments. And it was printed in London, printed in Great Britain. And guess what? No copyright date. Killing me, people. Killing me. All right. The Place Where Hell Bubbled Up. A History of the First National Park. A history. I love history. National Park history. United States history. This is just a quick bathroom book. But a very informative bathroom book. And The Wit and Wisdom of Forrest Gump. Again, a bathroom book, and just little quotes that I love Forrest Gump. And I just, to have, whoa, this is heavy. To have all his quotes in one place is going to be fantastic. So this book was the last book that I picked up on the way out on the coffee table books. And I had to take everything out of my box and reorganize it to make it fit. It is so heavy. The National Air and Space Museum. We were actually just there in March. And let's see. I'm just going to show you a couple. Let me see how many pages it actually is. But you can imagine a coffee table book, how heavy. What is this? Is there a map in here? Oh my gosh. Okay, there's a fold out. Okay, I will actually show you that. Wow. I can't even completely fold this out. Wow. Okay, I'll have to show you part of this in a second after I take the camera off the tripod so I can show you what this fold out is. But I mean, look at these pages. Look at the cardstock and then the like silver printing there. And it is over almost 500 pages. Okay, I'll put that aside because I'm going to show you something when I take the thing off the tripod, like I said. So, another Abe, a novel of the young Lincoln. Again, Abraham Lincoln here. The Coral Thief. Paris, 1815. That's all I needed to read, Paris. You guys know that I love anything, any book, any story that is set in Paris. That is on my bucket list. One day I will make that plane flight. It's just so far away and on a plane for so long. I don't think I could sit still that long. North Carolina beaches. I live in North Carolina. And I thought, wow, a book on all the beaches, and it's got some of the history and just some trivia. And I thought, I would like to read that. And lunch in Paris again. Didn't even have to open the book. Didn't have to read what it was about, just because it says in Paris. And I'm a cover buyer also, by the way. That's pretty much why I got these, because of the covers. Because the covers look like something I would like to read. Are you like that? Are you as happy as your dog? This is for a friend. I love giving these little types of pocket gift books for Christmas. Okay, we only have like 5 more or so. Okay, so last year I got many of these. And these were the 2 I was missing. So I think I have the complete set. I actually had to call my son because I left my list. I had a list of books I was looking for. Like when I sets, what books I didn't have. And I left it at home. So I had him send me a picture of the bookshelf where I knew these were. And these 2 were missing. And, oh, motherhood. These tiny books I'm collecting for a reason. I have a project. So it didn't matter what this book was about. I just needed a tiny book. 3 to go. So, I've never read anything by this author, I do not believe, but they had 3, so I thought, why not? Because if I was to get one book and I liked the author, I liked her writing, I liked the book, then I'm going to want to read other stuff by her. So, I might as well go ahead and have 3 here in case I do like her. So, comment below and let me know if you've read anything by her and what is your favorite. And out of these 3, which one should I read first? Because it will be a while before I get to these. So, that is it. That is all the books. Let me do a count real quick. Would you like to take a guess at how many books that was? I'm a little surprised. Evidently, I got a lot more smaller books than I did last year, because last year I came out with 5 boxes and it was 70 something, you know, it could have been 79 for all I remember, books. So they must have been a lot larger books, because 2 boxes, 47 books. Was that close to what you guys had counted? Anyway, let me insert that Air and Space Museum fold out here. Okay, so this, like, I can't even open this all on the couch. So here we go. And sorry about the shadow, but the light's above me, so wow. And that was that huge fold out. So I hope you saw last year's library haul. I actually had to break that into 2 parts. It's really going to be bad if you watch it and I didn't get 5 boxes and I only got 4. I'm pretty sure it was 5 boxes. And I have a lot of actual shopping haul vlogs that have to do with Halloween right now out. So I hope you check those out. My Halloween decorating will be up soon. And of course I use books when I decorate. And I hope that you are enjoying every book that you are reading right now, especially if you're reading more than one, because I am. I think I got 4 going on right now. So that's pretty good to only have 4 going on. So anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next page.